Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Akshat Bahety and today I'm going to teach you how to build a bot for your website which can answer questions for the customers who are coming and also help them book a call if they're interested in your services. Now these kinds of bot can help you save a lot of cost in hiring support agents, hiring salespeople, and also will require zero coding skills. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that is this is my website, which is recently developed, Better with AI, and we are going to build a bot for this. I don't have a bot right now because I recently built this. So I'm going to create a bot which can answer all the questions that a customer might have. Like, for example, they want to know which solutions I offer, how can I help them, what have I worked on, and everything that is present on the website. Instead of going through all of them, they should be able to just ask questions to a bot, right? To get started on that, we're going to use this amazing platform called voiceflow. Now, voiceflow is probably one of the best chat agents building platform, AI agents, because it's very simple to use. It requires zero to no coding, right? And literally you can build anything that you want as complex or as easy as you want for free, right? So we'll start with that, right? I'm going to teach you step by step on how to do that. So first thing is we'll come here and we'll click on new assistant, right? We're going to write an assistant name, Better with AI, right? And I'm going to select modality. Now, modality is nothing, just how you want the chat to be interacted with. So for us, it's just going to be chat. There's no voice and anything. My default language right now is going to be English. You can see they have multiple options which you can use, which is super great when you're building for other clients, you're building for yourself, you have multiple customers, you can select a particular language. Now we'll continue and we'll just say create assistant, and that's pretty much it. Awesome. Now this is something by default that you'll get. Now I don't need all of these things, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete them. On the left-hand side, just to show you the interface, you have multiple options. Here's the designer where we are going to design how our chat will work. And on the left-hand side, you also have content, the amount of information you want to give, the transcripts that we'll be interacting with, analytics on how your chatbot is performing, and integrations and other things, right? So it's very simple to go. We'll go in step by step to that. So first to start with, now, whenever someone starts a chat, I want them to have very simple thing, come and talk to us and say, I just want to come here, bring in a text box. Talk means this is going to be a response from the chatbot to the user. Welcome block. And you don't need to name these, but I'm just naming them so that it's better for you to understand. So, hi, welcome to Better with AI. How can I help you, right? Now, once I've written this, I don't want every time someone comes to my website to just have the same response, right? Always just saying, it does not feel like you are talking or it's like, it's an AI website, right? So we're just going to make this welcome to Better with AI. How can I help you, right? And I'm going to say generate 3 variants. Now, what does that mean? It will create 3 different variants of the answer or the question that it will ask people. So I can select which one I like. I like all of them. So I'm just going to say enter, enter. And let's say you don't like one of them, you can just say select and that's it. You are done. Now, let me show you how this works. I'll just connect this to this. Now, whenever you are starting, you have to connect a line that goes to which block that it is starting with. So, for example, I wanted to start with welcome block. Instead of this, I wanted to start with maybe, I will just control C. You can also do this is called duplicate, right? You can duplicate that block. So I'm just, instead of that, if I want to say bye-bye, right? And I can do that. And I'll show you how it works, okay? So if I just click run and say run your assistant, it will just give me a simple response. Welcome to Better with AI. What can I assist you with, right? And after this, it's saying path not connected because we haven't built anything else, right? Let's say I remove this line from here. So I'll go back to the designer. I just click delete and I connect this line to here, right? And I say run again. Let's see what it says, right? It should just say bye-bye, right? And that's it, right? Again, I'm just showing you the basics of it so that you can understand how to connect blocks, what does this lines means and everything else. You might know this, you might not, it's okay. So the idea is let's just delete this, and we want to connect it here. Welcome block, welcome to Better with AI, how can I help you? And that's great, right? Good questions. So now let's come to listen. Now you want to understand what your user is saying. Now there are multiple options here. Buttons is that means someone will click a button and understand what the next step should be. There is choice and capture. To keep this tutorial simple, we are just going to use capture, which is the most default mode of asking. That means someone can come to your bot and ask a question using just text. So here you see on the right hand side, it will capture the whole user reply and save it into a variable called last utterance. Now, Last utterance is a default variable. Variables are nothing, but they just store data in a specific way that you can use later. So instead of that, I would like to create my new variable. I don't want to use last utterance because I have my own preference. What you can do is I'm just going to say user reply, right? And that's what my new variable is. I'm just going to give it a color, whatever the user has said. Okay. Now I'm going to click on create variable. As soon as I click on create variable, it has selected entire user reply will be getting saved to user reply. Okay. Now, very good. It can ask, but what happens next? We have to give an option for the AI to answer questions, right? So now we come to the AI part and you see two options here, right? Number one option is the response and set AI. Again, we're going to start with the response AI. So response means very simply to respond to a question using AI. Okay. So we'll take this, we'll connect this line here. Again, perfect. You can also try to see the lines better. It's very good to just go ahead. And we are going to select AI model. AI model means that it is going to take data and respond it using an AI model. Okay. I'll show you how you can chain it also together, but very simply we're going to say reply to the user question mentioned here. So I'm going to just select user reply. To get the variables, you can press curly braces and it will give you a list of all the variables. Okay, select user reply and in a polite manner. Okay, super great. I'm going to do something else. You can see there are prompt settings available. Okay, now if you are set on a free plan, you are just going to select GPT 3.5. That's the only option available. I have a paid plan. It costs $50, but free plan should be very good to go if you're just starting out. Okay, about AI services that we offer. Okay, and let's just go into write this, and in system prompt, I want to configure it so that it knows what it is. Like we can give AI a definitive role which it will always perform. So I'll say you are an AI agent who offers AI services, right? And we're just going to test it out. Okay, we are not going to again keep figuring out. Again, let's just start. So you can just click play button here to test it from whichever block you want. How can I help you? I want to know about your services, right? And you'll see it will go to the AI, ask a question like this is the question that I have given, and respond using that. And very simple, I'll be happy to provide the AI services that we offer. Simple to understand, very simple. This is just like a very basic model that we want to create, right? So you have a chart that is working, voila, right? But it's still not great, right? It's just taking information from the model. It's not super great. How do we make it great, right? Let's start with that. So new block 2 and everything. We are going to come here and say select knowledge base, okay? And reply to the user question here in a polite manner about AI services that we offer. We are going to keep this here completely sorted. And what we're going to do is we are going to come here and select review. And I just want to ask a question. Tell me about your AI services. And it should throw an error or it should not perform a very good answer or something. Not form, right? Perfect, an error. I'll tell you why. When you select a knowledge base, you need to give AI data in the knowledge base to understand how will it answer. Very simply, knowledge base is a list of documents which the AI is going to refer, and based on that reference is going to reply to the user for the information. So we'll come to this thing on the left, content, and come to knowledge. You have multiple other options. We'll try and cover this in the next one. But just to clear this out, you'll come here and select add data source. Now you can see there are multiple options here on adding a data source. For right now, for a very simple use case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select URL, right? And go to better with AI and copy that URL here. I'm just going to set refresh rate to never. Refresh rate means that how many times you want it to refresh and keep importing data from that web page. For our use case, we're just going to select it once. What I can also do is I can slash sitemap.xml. Let me try if that works or not. So I can find the sitemap also here, right? This is super great because it has all the things that I have and I can also input that. So let me just take this and I'll select one of the sitemaps and show you how it can work. Because it's going to be a huge website, right? Here, it's just one URL. I want to add more data. In adding data source, instead of selecting a URL, now we can select a sitemap. Now, sitemap, if you don't know, is very simply just a list of all the URLs that a website has. And I'm just going to click continue. and it's going to import all the data about my Better with AI from all the web pages. It is the easiest way to build a chatbot that references to data available online, and you can build this for any company, your own website, very quickly. We'll come back here, come here, and then simply connect this to this. I'll show you why I just did that. Okay. And just to show you what I've created is called a loop. Okay. Let me just make this separate. These lines sometimes make me like very irritating, but it's okay. So you can see it's become a loop, right? So we again going to come here, click on this start button. So it starts a test from here. You can also go full screen if you want, but I'll just start from here and just come in here and say, I want to know more about your services, right? And let's see what the response is. It can cause an error also, and it might not reply, but perfect. Now we specialize in a variety of AI-driven solutions, chatbots, strategic consultants, efficient custom agents, XYZ, whatever. Now, but if you see, these are exactly what I've listed on my website. So let me just bring you back to Better with AI. And these are exactly what I've listed on my website. There's nothing else, right? So let's come here. You can see everything. So AI agents, chatbot, workflows, models, XYZ, right? This is the beauty of it. You can use available data already present and create your own chatbot within minutes. It would have quality in 10, 15 minutes here. So what I can do to make this better, right? If I ask it to book a call, let's see what it responds. It should give me a link or something. Sometimes it does not, right? Again, to book a call about, please visit our website and click on the contact us button. Now, I don't want that to happen. We want someone, if they want to book a call, they should be able to directly book a call, right? Here is something where I would like to teach you a bit more about the content part. Because here in this whole part, there is a button called book a call, book a discovery call and everything else, right? Now, because it's a button, it does not know how to reference that button. It just knows it's a book a discovery call. It does not know what the link it is and everything. I'll come here and click just plain text. This is a very good way to make your chatbots better. 99% people know with this. Book a call using this link, right? And I'm just going to paste the link here. I'm just going to copy this from here and press, I don't know if it's 04 or I'll just do this and import. Okay. If it uses it, it should technically work. Okay. We're going to test it out again. Okay. So we'll start from here and just ask it to right into the call, right? So we'll come here, call, and let's see what happens, right? So perfect. To book a call about, please use the following again. This is exactly what I wanted, right? If someone wants to book a call, it can just go ahead. Again, I just pressed enter, so it's just going to take some data, and I can come here and book a call for my own requirements. This is perfect because now someone will come, ask me about the website, and book a call. It looks very simple, right? Just 3 blocks and you are able to build a chatbot. Well, technically, yes. But the problem is, this is not what your clients would want, what your users would want, and also what you would want. What we want to try is to make it a bit better about response, right? So I would like to do a bit more of prompt engineering here, right? In a polite manner about AI services that we offer. Ensure to ask a question, keep the conversation going for the user. Ask about more details or a problem that they are trying to solve, right? So now we have our basic flow ready, right? But what if someone wants to book a call directly and never says that I want to call, or maybe they don't even know that they can ask the chatbot to book a call? So what I prefer to do here is, and again, this is a personal preference, I would like to bring in something called a nudge. A nudge is a place where I can call them and just say, I just moved myself around on this thing because I thought I was covering the chart. So we can come here and say, talk and listen or listen buttons, right? And I can come here and input button. Someone, I'll just put that, right? And once someone is talking, when they click this button, what do I want that to? If they click this button, I want it to open a URL. And the URL should be my calendar. We listed here, discovery, and that's it, right? It will open a URL whenever that someone clicks a button. But what if someone does not click the button, right? We can see there is nothing happening after this. So we'll go ahead and click on no match, right? And select a one, right? That means now in case someone does not want to book a call and just keep chatting with the chat, they can do so. So for that, I will use a very nifty trick that I found is called set. Okay. Set means is to set a variable direct with the user's details. So if it comes to go much, right? Based on whatever they have said last. So let's say someone was talking about the chatbot or asking questions to it. It will come here and add set label, set user reply. Now, if you know here we are inputting user reply as a variable to give an answer to the question that the user is asking for. So we'll come here, apply to set resource user search user reply and select the last utterance. Now, last utterance, as you know, is the last information piece given by a user. Okay. So take this and also then bring this back to this point. Now, with this, we have completed the loop of anything happening in the chat. Okay. And let's test it out. I know I'm asking you to test a lot. We come here, click on train assistant. It should technically train it a bit. It's like not a lot of things. Let's see. Click on. I want to learn about services. Right. I think I was calling the chat a lot. It will come here and it will give me an option. I can talk to someone and it will just take me to the URL. I come here, book the call, that's it. So if I just want to talk to someone, I can come there, right? But in case I don't want to test this. Okay, so if you see it ended the chat, right? Why didn't it end the chat? I'll show you why. Because as soon as it opened the URL, there is nothing else left to be done. I have to bring it back here to connect this line there. Now, let's test it again and you will see the difference. Okay, so I'll come here, tell me about your services. Let's do that. And when I click talk to someone, let's say I don't want to talk now. As a user, I want to come back and talk to someone or like just ask questions. Tell me about child, right? It should technically tell me what data. Voila, this is the easiest way to build this. But how do you send it to your customers or you're working with someone or for your websites to share? Now, until you want to integrate it with your website, there is an option called share. When you click share here, you can just click on open link in new tab. And this link can be shared with everyone. This link here, I will just move my screen a bit. This link at the top of the URL can be shared with everyone. Okay. So just come here, start a conversation and people can talk to your chat. Tell me about better with here, right? That's it. And you can keep asking questions. You can share it with your stakeholders who you are working with and everything else. And click down, they can test it out and it will keep working on. It's a great way to utilize and test the chat. Also, if let's say you have shared this link with other people and you want to see what they're talking about, every conversation is recorded. Make sure to tell that to people in case they don't know. You can see everything that we talked about is present in this option called transcripts. That's it. You just come to transcripts and you can see everything that we are talking about. You can see if there are any errors and into the chatbot. I'll show you one more thing. This is analytics. This is the amount of conversations happen in the sessions and users. This does not make you test or run. Maybe some of them, and you can see the interactions and stuff being happening here. It's a very simple way to learn about a chatbot and see the analytics. Now, again, is this all that voiceflow can do? No, not at all. Is this all your AI agent needs to do? Probably not. There are probably a lot of things that you want to do, right? So the idea here is this is a start. You can start building your chatbot today. It will take you 15 to 20 minutes to build your first chatbot and show it to the world. In addition to that, if you want to keep learning more, please subscribe to the channel. Really asking you a lot. Please subscribe to the channel. And I will also make sure to build 2 more videos on this, which will be an advanced topic on voiceflow on how to build a more complex agent using APIs, better knowledge base and else. And we'll try to build it better. Okay. So this is Akshat Bahety. If you love the video and if you are watching till end, I hope you did. Please subscribe and I will love to see you in the next one. So keep following. Thank you and see you.